Christ was so badly beaten when he was flogged that his face and his body was unrecognizable, that they did not recognize his face when he was beaten, that he was so badly beaten, his flesh was torn, and they could not make out the appearance of his face. I just want to remind you that he did that for your sin and for my sin, and that's the price he had to pay for the sins that you and I committed. This is why we should not love sin, and this is why we should hate sin. And this is why when we see it operating in our lives and in the church and in culture, we should be grieved over sin in our own lives. And in the church in America, we should be grieved. And in our nation, we should be grieved when we see sin. Why? Because sin, its payment came at a high cost. As followers of Christ, we cannot stare at the brutal whipping of the Lord or what he suffered on the cross and then turn away from the cross and just enjoy the pleasures of sin. This is not to say we will not sin or make mistakes, but man, we should not love it with our hearts. That I'm going to keep talking like this until it gets tattooed to your heart. That we would be a people watch, that we learn to hate sin, hate iniquity, hate these things that grieve the heart of God. That when it operates in me, my heart is bruised and broken, that I keep running to him in repentance.